New York City, the city that never sleeps. And tonight, its citizens have every reason to lie awake, trembling in the dark. Hearts, minds, and souls terrorized into shock and silence. New York, where a lifetime of banality can pass as fleeting as a weekend. And yet, tonight feels like forever. Everywhere New Yorkers huddle closer, praying for the dawn, praying to be reassured that life can return to normal. For some, though, there is no dawn. There is only dusk. Dusk, darkness, death, and blood. Hello, my name is Max. I will be your storyteller this evening, and this is episode 3 of our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, Orphans in the Dark. I've entitled this episode All Together Now. What I should have probably mentioned in the previous 2 episodes, and I haven't done, just a quick reminder for everybody, this is a Vampire the Masquerade game where we do feature mature viewer. So viewer discretion is advised. And on that note, oh yes, and also for those of you who are curious, we're using OG rules, so using 2nd edition Vampire the Masquerade rules with a smattering of some of the revised rules in there as well. So what we're going to do, as we did last week, I'm going to ask the guys to introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about what they remember from last time. If I can have Bill and Clark first, as the 2 of you are together, just tell us what's going down.
Well, we were like a recap, right?
Yeah.
We were in the sewers. We were going with Bellarma, I think her name was. Something
Bellamaya.
Bellamaya, yes, her.
Mhm.
And she turned nondescript as opposed to the fugly that she was before. And we came up, even though like we both stepped in sewer poo, and she made herself like clean by faking it, and I didn't have the ability to do that, so I smell really bad. So we went into a coffee shop, and then Clark came in and he started making fun of me, and then we went into the back room. I punched him in the freaking face, and then he was like, "I got nothing to do with this, man." I'm like, "You're lucky, because I was gonna punch you a bunch more times and not do any damage." And then I took a shower, and we were looking for blood bags, trying to figure out what's up, because we're supposed to be on like the Underground Railroad of vampire people now. Yeah. Did I miss anything, Clark? Got your back, buddy.
Absolutely. Did really
Fantastic.
great. Yeah. Maya, sorry, did a couple cool tricks of, at least from my perspective, disappearing and reappearing, letting me know that she and I have something in common. She used the word kindred. I think by context, I'm getting to know what that means. Might have to do something with the shape of my canines and the hungering inside me. But we'll see what gets confirmed.
Oh, if I can just check, guys, how much blood are you on, and how much willpower are you both on, please?
Willpower. I am on full 5.
You're on
And
full 5.
Blood pool. You said I was at 5.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. And Clark?
I have 4 blood points. I haven't taken any damage, or my willpower hasn't been taxed.
Fantastic.
Hey,
Okay.
Clark, do you just want some of my blood? I'll let you have a little.
Yeah.
And if I can have you back on mute, please, guys, and we'll go to Chris and Derek. If you could just, again, introduce yourselves and let us know what's going down with you guys.
You want to go first, you big guy? Oh, he's just staying muted. He's like, well, when last we left, me and I took out the weird labradoodle with the assistance of the rock chucker from the woods. And when he left the woods, we got attacked by weasel teeth. And currently we're in the grips of a weird 3-way blood-sucking tryst with weasel teeth. So we'll see where we go from there.
Fantastic.
But I'm at I have 4 willpower left, and I'm at 5 blood points because I'm currently feeding. Because he was still grappled when last we left.
Okay, lovely. And Derek, can I just check how much blood you're on at the moment?
You had started me with 5 out of 12 is my max.
Yep. And you've been feeding. I mean, you started partially through the round, so you'd have got at least 1 more from that. So we'll put you on 6. And your willpower, you haven't spent any willpower at all?
I did back in that first.
Okay, we are still on the same night, so yes, you would still be on. So you'd be on 4 at the moment. Okay, fantastic. Cool. So I'm going to start with Mr. Taint and Mr. Cho. So if I could have the 2 of you off mute, please. And we'll start with an establishing shot of this Costa. It's built into the side of a building, obviously a couple of stories above it. Cafe is closing down. The waitress that you met is heading out the door, and it's just the owner there locking up and doing final check on everything. But meanwhile, upstairs, there's had you finished your shower, or were you? I couldn't remember whether you had finished your shower. So you're probably in the process of grabbing some clothes, getting changed. First thing you notice, Ken, is
That
when
I'm
you look
bigger
at
than
that
you.
that may be the true. I couldn't. I wasn't. I was looking waist up. You see. First thing that you notice, Ken, though, is about Bellamaya is she's dropped her illusion, so you get to see her as she really looks for the first time.
Oh my.
If that's what you say, she retreats into the corner.
Sorry.
Bully.
Not expecting that change. Not accustomed to people being able to do that. No, I meant no offense.
She's standing in the corner somewhere, but you can't see her.
I walk past her. I'm gonna fix this. Don't worry, I got this, buddy. And I'm gonna mumble really low. Fuck him.
You hear a
you, buddy.
You hear a giggle from the corner. Clark, I know you don't have awareness on your sheet, do you? It should be under talent, but I don't think it was on the sheet that I sent you, unfortunately.
Right. So.
Do you have that on there or not on yours?
No.
Okay, so don't worry about
talents, that. It's acting, alert, athletic, brawl, dodge.
Yeah, you've got the old sheet. I will send you an updated one because they changed stuff around on the sheet. But in which case, can I just have, please, a perception roll from you? Just tell me what you get.
Let's see, a 10 and a 9 and a 2.
10 and a 9 and a 2. Okay. So, what are you doing at the minute? Obviously, you've just seen Bill walk over there. You whispered something. You're not sure what.
Sure. Well, guess I'm remembering that I have now that Bill's cleaned up, I'm noticing that there's still a stink, and I'm remembering that there's some nastiness on my forehead. So I'd like to go to a sink or someplace that I can wash.
Yeah, you can.
There's the toilet.
Yeah, you can go to the bar. You can go into the bathroom, into where the shower is. It's a bit smaller than the room that you're in. It's not huge. As you're wiping the stuff off yourself, obviously you see yourself in the mirror. You notice your skin is very pale, a little bit sallow under the eyes, and as you're standing there, the it's like you get like much like goosebumps all over your arms, and there's like a movement in your peripherals in the direction of where the shower is. I'm going to say it's the shower. It's like there's it's a stand-up shower with a curtain across it.
Sure, all right. I'm curious. I'll look over more, give it my full attention.
The shower curtain is closed, but you can detect movement from behind the shower,
All right.
or behind the shower curtain, should I say?
Bellamaya, if that is you, somehow you are here. I can leave. You can shower. I'm sorry. I did not mean to intrude.
There's no. The shower isn't on, but there's definitely somebody moving behind the curtain.
I'll give it a 2-second window, and if nothing like it doesn't turn on, or I'm not told to leave, I guess then I will move the curtain and investigate.
As you pull the curtain aside, in the shower is a person. They are suspended from the ceiling by a length of thin rope, just swinging slightly. As you look up, this ghastly face, eyes bulging out, bloodshot red, tongue black, lolling out, eyes staring straight ahead. It's just there, swinging slightly. Now that you've opened it, you can hear the sound of the rope creaking. It's there for a couple of seconds as you pull it open, and then the eyes just flick down. Just the eyes just flick down and stare straight at you.
Imagine that's gonna make me.
Can I have a courage roll, please?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can fail it because that sounds.
Obviously, Bill, you've
pretty...
heard. It sounds like Ken talking to himself in the shower room.
So yeah,
and then I hear like a very girlish scream.
We're about to find out.
Courage. Okay. 2 7s, a 3 and a 7, and one more roll. Oh, 1. Okay, so then
Okay,
2
so
successes.
that's 2 successes. Okay, so you are startled by this, so you can react like that. I mean, obviously, you don't lose your shit, but you are taken aback by it. How do you choose to react?
Yeah, sure. I about half a meter in your parlance, leap back.
No, it's England. It's only the continent that uses metric. We're still feet and inches. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We kind of use both, so I prefer feet and inches. So
okay, yeah.
but yeah,
so yeah,
almost. So you like back?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh,
like back up to the door. Did you leave the door open when you came in? Or?
About the distance you would move back if you were doing a reverse lunge. You know that.
Okay.
Of, yes. Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
So you hear this movement from inside from the bathroom, Bill.
All right, I'm gonna go walking in.
So you see him standing there like this, staring at the wall. As far as from your perspective, he's just staring at the wall in the shower.
Oh. I walk up by him. I put my hand on his shoulder. So you turn the handles there, clockwise.
While this is happening, Ken, the rope that's holding this guy snaps, and he falls into the shower. And then you see one hand kind of come up, and then the other one pulls himself up. The face hasn't changed, the visage hasn't changed at all, but he's just his eyes are riveted on you, and he just starts moving.
Whichever hand Andrew, or whichever shoulder Andrew put his hand on, I'll tap it like, you don't see that there.
Yeah. So you stand in the middle of it, and then the water goes on you.
I know, Professor, but that thing in the tub, you don't see that.
Why'd you call me professor?
Apparently, you think I need education. I am trying
Well, I mean,
to.
you're standing here, you're looking at the shower. I mean, I don't.
It steps out of the shower. There's a kind of a sloshing sound as it takes slow steps coming closer. It's coming right up towards you.
Okay, fine. You,
And I'm
excuse
still
me.
holding him, so there's almost nowhere. Like I'm on this side like this, so he can't go anywhere. He's stuck.
So Scooby Doo just, feet doing that number. Yes.
No.
Fantastic.
It's okay. It's okay. The water's not so bad. Look. I turn it on. Look. It's good. Here, take a little look. It's good. It's good.
It's just right. It's like this far from you now. Okay.
What do you want from me?
I want you to clean the poop off of your head.
And then it vanishes. It's gone, and you can't see it anymore.
No. I know there was a thing, man hanging from rope, eyes awful, tongue black. It came at me.
Okay. Well, you know what's a good cure for that? You go in and you take a shower.
So at least you can't shit yourself anyway anymore. So yeah, but there's that thing. There's that that's going for you.
Think
So
about that. Every
I'm gonna
one
go
of
to
us
the
at some
sink.
point is going to poop ourselves for the very last time. He had his. I've had
Mhm.
mine. It's amazing.
I'm going to the sink, and yes, I am.
Splash water on your face. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And you look
That's
around.
okay. That's a good starter kit for eventually making your way to the shower. That's why I suggested the toilet first. I pat him on the back and I walk out. I love this. I love being completely incompetent.
Yeah. You look around. In the shower, there's nothing here. It's just
I guess I'll pinch my cheeks. Is there a sensation of pain?
Yeah, you pinch your cheeks, but yeah, you feel it, but it doesn't really hurt. So
Okay. So, what about the like a sobriety type test? Are there things that, as a paramedic, I can do to make sure I'm not coming down from something, or that there is something making these? Because there was something similar to this in the cemetery when I passed by. I was trying to get out, and now there's this that apparently Andrew didn't see, but something definitely terrifying happened. So yeah, is there like can I look at my pupils, or
you can look at your pupils. Yeah, you can do your regular test to check everything if you want to. Just very simple. So that's going to be we'll make that intelligence and your medicine.
okay. So 2 and 2, 4. I have a 3 and a 7, and I have a 3 and a 3. So only one
Okay,
success.
so one success. Well, from your little range of tests that you do, you can tell one thing. Clinically, you're dead. Your heart isn't breathing. You don't have a pulse. You're not. Your heart isn't beating. There's no pulse. You're not breathing. You're not blinking. There's a certain lividity to your skin. You're probably about room temperature.
I think then, with my hands on the sink, I will slowly fall down and be seated on the ground, and then my arms will fall to my side as just all of the compounding things that I've been in denial about are undeniable at this point. It's very grave, and this does not.
Cool. In the other room, Bellamire has reappeared, and she's looking at Bill. She's looking at you like, Is he all right? Is he?
Little loco. Hey,
She kind
listen.
of peeks around the door.
I don't think he's gonna take a shower. Why don't you go ahead and take a shower really quick, and
Oh,
maybe we'll get out of here real quick.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Does she smell bad?
She doesn't smell bad. There is a little bit of a whiff of the sewer, but you don't know whether it's that or whether it's, again, essentially her skin is just naturally a bit slimy. It might be that. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's fucking
But
nasty.
yeah.
That's nasty.
But again, it's been a few minutes now, and Ken hasn't come out of the bathroom. The door's probably open. You can probably just you see him squatted on the floor, just staring into space. You don't know whether he's still seeing something or not, but he looks very
I'm gonna
dejected.
walk in there. I'm gonna grab a washcloth. I'm gonna wet it, pump a little soap on it. I'm gonna start washing his forehead. Pat him on the head, and I'm gonna leave.
Okay, as you leave,
On the
there's
way out, like, I'm gonna actually get some crayons and make an instructional diagram for you. You'll be able to do this on your own in no time.
Oh man.
So Ken, I would imagine you've kind of retreated into yourself a bit. You're vaguely aware of Andrew coming in. He's wiped the literal shit off your forehead. And then he says something about making you a diagram, and then he leaves.
Mhm.
And then you're vaguely aware, and obviously, Bill, Andrew, you do hear this. There's a knock at the door. Hi, it's Lewis, the manager. Your ride's here, gentlemen.
I guess that will make me snap to, and I'll slowly rise.
Okay.
Go through the motions, but definitely feeling
So-
very.
So I imagine you kind of like the arms limp by your side as you get,
mhm.
and
Yeah.
You descend the stairs back out into the cafe. All three of you leave he unlocks the door so you can go out. And what you see out in the street, parked up in front of the cafe, is a stretch limo.
That's nice. I turn to Bellarmia. What's her name again?
Bella Maya.
Bellamaya. I just had it, just as you were saying it. It's my psychic ability that goes all the way through monitors and really far away. Derek. So I say nice. Anyway, so I say to Bella, I'm like, hey, I am really hungry. Like, it's insatiable. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm so hungry. What do I do?
She points to the limo. Friend will help.
Okay.
And
Joe,
she doesn't move to get into the car with you.
you're not coming with us.
I go and I look. I go and scout.
I walk up and get close to her, forehead and nose, just about touching. Not
She-
quite getting slimy though.
She does
leans
take
back.
right.
Yep,
She tries
she
to take a
leans-
step back. Yeah.
Yeah, she leans back. I lean forward more. You rescued me. Thank you. And then I turn quickly and I walk off.
Fantastic. At this point, I'd like you to mute yourselves as we wind back in time a few minutes and head across to Woodlawn Cemetery,
I have a question.
where the two of you are. Sorry, Derek, you were going to say.
Yeah, I have a question before you jump into that, and I'm sorry to break it on you.
No.
But I totally forgot about the flaw that I have. Is this blood going to do me any good?
Your flaw about nicotine?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Because you told me I get a blood point for this, but is it worth? Am I actually getting a blood point, or do I not count this?
no, you do get a blood point for this. It's just the flaw is that you wouldn't put You prefer blood that is laced with nicotine. So
Okay.
you crave it. The blood itself will still sustain you, but it's like it's just like having a nicotine craving. You'd rather it was, that's
And
what you need.
as a guy who quit chewing 2 weeks ago, I get it.
Yeah. Fantastic. So first thing I need from the both of you is I need you both to make me a conscience roll, please.
Straight
Just straight conscience.
What's the difficulty?
Standard difficulty is 6.
Okay, I have 2 successes.
Okay.
Oh, I got. Does it botch more ones than successes, or just can't an even?
A botch is more. If you get more ones than you get successes, then that's a botch.
Okay, so if they're even, it's just a fail.
If it's even, then it's just a fail.
Okay, I failed.
Okay, fantastic. So, Ken, sorry, excuse me, Karis,
Mhm.
you make your conscience roll. It's actually, this roll is slightly back to front. As I mentioned to you before, when you drink from a vampire, you become partially bloodbound to that vampire. Therefore, at this moment, it's like you've just bitten on a good friend. And your conscience gets the better of you, and you stop feeding.
Okay.
Okay?
He's still grappled. It's just I pull away instinctively.
You pull away. Sam, you failed your conscience roll. Your hunger gets the better of you, so you continue. But where we'd left it in that round, it is Weasel Teeth's go.
They're all getting nicknames. They're all getting nicknames.
And he frenzies. His teeth, because as I mentioned to you, Karis, or Chris, when I messaged you during the week, I made a slight error last week. This is my fault. I do apologize. The way vampires react to the kiss, or the process of being fed on, is different to mortals. They experience the euphoria that mortals get, but they are not transfixed by it. They can still act. They are aware that they are being fed on, and they can still act. So, yes,
He's freaking out now because
he's just
shit.
freaking out. First thing he's going to try and do is he's going to try and break out of your grasp.
Mhm. Because I guess at that moment he's realizing, like, shit, I got 2 guys feeding on me. I'm grappled.
Yes. I'm going to need a strength roll from you, please, Karis, to keep hold of him.
Just straight strength.
Just straight strength. Let me know how many successes you get.
Okay. I got 1 6. I don't know if that is good enough for a success.
That's enough for a success, but it's not enough to beat him.
Okay.
So he pulls out of your hold, and we go in. That was his action for this round. Also, Sam, if you could also make me a strength roll, because you are holding on to him as well. I know you got hold of his arm.
I get my potence, right?
Your potence will add to successes on this.
What was the difficulty?
6.
So counting my potence, I have 4 successes.
Fantastic. So you've still got hold of him, but his other hand is free. We go into a new round, and if I can have initiative from everybody, please, which is going to be wits plus alertness, difficulty of 4.
Okay, I got 3 successes.
I got 3. Yes.
3 and 3. Okay, so whichever of you has the highest dex, I think you're both the same, aren't you?
Yeah, I only have 2 dots in dex.
Okay, so Sam, you get to go first.
Well, I'm still locked in on this guy, right?
Mm-hmm. So you can either just continue feeding. If you feed for a full round, it's got to be. Oh yes, This is the other thing as well. That I do apologize again. This is my bad. If you're going to continue feeding, it's a stamina roll because it's a vampire, not a mortal. You have to draw the blood out of them.
Okay, and then
If you do that, if you do nothing else this round but feed, then you'd get 3 blood points back.
all right, let me.
Obviously.
Do I need another conscience roll, or am I?
No. I just said at the moment I'm happy that your hunger is overriding. Obviously, what you're feeling. Part of your brain is saying, "Dude, this is your buddy, this is your mate," but you're just ravenous, and
Yeah,
so you're okay.
Let's go for the role play. He's feeding. You said stamina.
You are feeding. Yes, please.
What's the difficulty?
Stamina. It's let me just double check. I think it might be an 8. 200.
And this is
Sorry.
just make a call. Just make the call.
Throw in the damn towel. You can't win, Rock. You're a tomato. No, sorry. He'll beat you inside of 3 rounds.
If he dies, he dies.
Living in America.
Difficulty 9.
Whoa.
I failed.
Difficulty 9.
Wow.
Okay, so you're still sucking on him, but you're not getting anything out.
Still sucking hard.
But you're not getting anything out. You're not getting any of that sweet juice. Okay, but Karis, we're with you.
All right, so I have a conscience about feeding on him now, but not on, because obviously he's freaking out.
Yeah,
I don't have any qualms about still dealing with him as a physical threat because he said his teeth came out. He's basically vamping
his teeth
out,
came out.
vamping out.
His claws are out. Yeah,
But he's still partially held by
Yes.
Sam.
by Sam. Sam's got hold of his arm, so he can swing around and try and have a. He's going to go for you because you grabbed hold of him. So yeah.
So since I was already in claw mode myself, can I impale him through the back with both my hands?
Yes, yeah. He will try and dodge it, but yeah, go ahead.
Like, I was just wondering because he's partially held. Is he at like a difficulty to? Because I was behind
I will
him,
give it. I will increase the difficulty for him to dodge because obviously, yes, Sam is restricting his movement. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm rolling under just my brawl and.
So it's Dex plus brawl standard difficulty, which for your claws is gonna be,
6, I think.
I believe so.
Okay, so 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. And I'm looking for 7. I've got 4 on my dodge, so he ducks out of the way, and on his go, he's going to take a swipe back at you. He's obviously baring his fangs. His eyes are wild.
So the most he can do is really elbow me because I'm directly behind him. You know what I mean? Like if Sam's got a hold of one arm and you know what I mean? Like there's no way he's going to be able to reach behind him unless maybe he's doing this. I'm just trying to visualize where he, you know, because he has a whole body on top of him. So like I could see this, I can see elbow.
Yeah, you can. We'll say okay. We'll go with an elbow. That's what I was thinking.
Just trying to visualize like where.
Yeah, we can go for an elbow on you. So if you want to try and dodge.
Does that cost me my next turn if I try to dodge?
No, everybody gets a free dodge.
Okay, and that's just your
Dex plus dodge, difficulty of 6, and each success you get will take away from one of his.
Okay, and this sheet doesn't have dodge on it. Just Dex.
I've got your sheet. I've got. It doesn't have any dodge on there, does it? Did you not? You haven't taken anything dodge then?
No, because I didn't know that. So just
Okay,
Dex.
cool.
Straight
I will
Dex.
try and get a stand. I will before the next time we play. I will get a sheet that's got all of the correct stuff on there on the talent, so everyone's got the right things on there. So it'll be just your Dex then.
Okay, I got 110, so 1 success.
Okay. Yeah, I got 3 on my hit, so he is going to catch you. We'll say catches you square in the face with an elbow,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be. You're probably going to be all right. So we're looking at 2 levels of damage. So you can roll to soak that. Actually, it's go down to 1 because half damage from blunt.
Okay,
So
and
you
what am I rolling to soak?
So stamina, if you have any fortitude, that adds dice to your soak roll, which I don't think you do. No, so it's just your stamina.
Okay.
So just your stamina, difficulty of 6 every. So yeah, you just need to get 1 success to soak the damage.
Okay, I got 110. So 1
Lovely.
success.
Yep. So he catches you square in the face. You feel it, but you don't take any damage from it.
Mother fathead. Copyright infringement.
New round. Can I have some fresh initiatives from people, please?
I got 4 successes.
I got 3.
4, 3. No, I'm going before both of you. So he's going to split his dice pool. First thing he's going to do is going to wrench his armor out of Sam's grip.
No, he isn't.
Well, he's going to try. He is going to try. So if I can have a strength from you, please, Sam. But obviously your potence does count. You're looking to beat. Oh, that should be pretty easy. 2 successes.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
I got counting my potence. I got 4.
Okay, so he doesn't manage to pull free, and then with his remaining pull, he is going to have another swipe at you, Sam, because you're the one still holding on to him, with his claws. Okay, as he tries to have a slash at you, by some fluke, you move, you take a step to one side or something, and he ends up gashing his own arm with his claws, so doing aggravated damage to himself.
I'll learn them.
Well, that escalated quickly. He's so mad he's fighting himself. Why are you hitting yourself?
At which point, Karis, you feel a pair of arms grab you by the shoulders and fling you about 3-4 feet away.
Okay, so like unresisted, just grab.
Yeah. And also, Sam, again, you feel somebody grab you as well and try to pull you off this guy. And you're aware of people moving around you. One of them, somebody rushes up.
So who can I see who grabbed me? Like, or
yeah, you see. Hold on a second. No, that's.
Make sure I'm in the right. Hold
on. Oh no, that's.
I wanted to make sure I was in the right Discord thing to see your visual aids.
Yeah. That's. Why is that not come on? Yeah, that's.
The file extension is not JPEG. so it's not opening it.
Oh, is it not? Oh, bollocks.
Yeah,
Why
it
is
says it's a GIF, GIFF.
Oh, scheiße. All right, sorry guys, just give me 2 seconds.
No worries.
Peanut butter?
Yep, it's a peanut butter file.
Hell yeah.
Extra crunchy. Like the dookie that Andrew and wiped off of Ken's forehead. This ain't extra creamy. This is extra chunky.
You flick it in somebody's eye.
Oh man, that's just nasty.
That's just nasty. You're lucky I'm muted because my whole mind's gonna be blown.
Okay, there we go. That should work now. There.
Oh, it's a chick.
Yep, it's a chick. She looks a little different from that. It's stuff that I couldn't get the AI to do. Her nose is flatter across, more like, oddly enough, a bit like a weasel's nose. Her ears are pointed. The right one is torn in places, and around what you can see of the exposed part there of her chest, there's in places just little tiny tufts of fur. She does have her claws out, but they haven't ripped your clothes or anything. She's just grabbed you and thrown you out of the way. There's a couple of other guys that have come up behind you, Sam, and again, between the two of them, pull you off him, and you see another guy come running up and stakes this guy through the chest.
Okay, so they removed us, threw us out of the way, and then ignored us kind of to go deal with him.
The chick who grabbed hold of you is covering you. The other two that grabs Sam are covering him, and then there's a couple of other guys, as I said, come rushing up and stake this guy.
All right, can I? Is it still my turn, or that my turn was getting thrown?
It's still your go. What would you like to do?
All right, I'll stand up and make a motion of my claws disappearing. It's kind of like a defensive, like hands out, and get up slowly, so she can see I'm not in a threatening posture, and see if that does anything.
She takes a couple of steps back. She's quite tall. She's about almost just over 6 foot. You see the way her body moves is almost like there's something. There's almost like there's an elasticity to her body as she moves, and you notice that her fingers are long. It's almost like she's got an extra joint in her fingers. And she just lifts up her hand and just says, "That's a wise move."
Yeah, basically they say like, "Look, you just threw me. You didn't attack me and throw me. You know what I mean? Like, so okay, we're cool."
Sam, what are you doing? Again, these guys have just pulled you up and just push you to one side. Again, there's a couple of them. They take a couple of steps back, but they're definitely keeping a close eye on you.
I'm gonna say okay, and then I look at them. I'm like, "Come on, what's the deal? I just figured out how to get something to eat."
So as you say that, it does come out a bit like this, because he did catch you with his claws last time in the throat. You took some, I know it's only 1 level of aggravated damage. It's like you've got, say, like 3 or 4 really deep paper cuts across your throat, and it's just kind of flapping a little bit as you talk.
All right.
You then see, so the chick that was covering you, Karis, turns to this other guy who walks up, who is drawing a massive Bowie knife. And she says, David, do you want to do your job? And I've just put it in the chat. This guy comes up, takes out this big knife, grabs the guy who's just got staked on the ground, and takes his head off.
So no love lost there. Because at first I thought, I was gonna say at first I thought maybe they were staking him to calm him down, So at least be, we'll deal with him later. We put him, but nope.
No,
Okay.
straight off with his head, and a couple of the people that are with him grab the body and start dragging it over to the mass grave. You now notice the people that I mentioned to you last time. There's the guy there who's a little bit off in the distance in like a silk shirt with a sword. He's directing a couple of the others who are heading over to the two vehicles that are there. Looks like they're starting to clean the area up. You also see somebody go over. Sam, they pick up Cal's lifeless body and start dragging it over to the mass grave as well.
Okay, I want to say to one of the people that are, if there's anybody still near me, I want to say, if we are what I think we are, how are we supposed to feed if?
Nobody still directly talks to you. The chick turns to the guy who just decapitated Weasel Teeth and says, "What are we doing about these guys?" And he just turns around and kind of glances at the two of you, shakes the blood off with the knife. "There's a bat. I have my duty." And starts walking towards you.
This is the dude with the knife.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kind of back away. But what do you call it? Let me think here for a second. I'll look at the girl and be like, don't have any beef with you. It's like, you let us go, you won't see us again. If we have to fight, it's not going to go well for either one of us. Or you can tell us what's going on.
She kind of gives a smile. And as she smiles, you see all of her teeth are like incisors.
Mm-hmm.
At which point, somebody else and calls out and just says, "I think that's enough." And it's which picture I use.
Another visual aid, yay!
Yeah, it's this guy that you saw last time. The guy with the Tommy gun and the long coat comes walking up.
That was okay. Ken, is that? Never mind. Different guy.
Different guy. He comes. You saw him. You saw him at the very end of last week. He comes walking up and says, "That's enough. I think there's been enough killing in this city for one night. David, stand down." Turns to this guy and goes, "What do you mean stand down? They're Sabat-born. They die." "No. Until I say otherwise, they're my responsibility. Stand down."
So I'm just taking mental
These two guys just stand there looking at each other for a moment. And then the guy with the knife takes a couple of steps back. And this guy walks up to you. "Hi, my name's Carter."
Normal spelling with like a C or
With a C, yeah.
okay.
Like the kind of man who's in charge around here.
You could say that.
I have questions.
I have jokingly asked, so are you the sheriff in town?
I'm not the sheriff. But the Bronx is my domain. I'm afraid we are a little pressed for time. If you go with my associate here... Oh, that one's not right either. Damn it.
Well, as long as the chef there keeps his butcher knife away, I'll go with anybody that's going to tell me what the hell's going on.
Just give me 2 seconds. With the guy called Carter. Sorry, more visual aids.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Is this guy.
Damn, Josh Brolin, aka dressed up like the Punisher.
This is my associate Cord. Go with him. He will take you to a place of safety. I need to make sure that this site is as clear as we can make it. I will join you when I can.
You said his name was Cord? like the D&D god of.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
And the chick that manhandled you, Kairos, just kind of looks at the TV and goes, "Yeah, and we'll make sure that you don't get lost en route. All right."
I'll look at her. Appreciate it. I won't look at the butcher knife guy. I'll look at her.
Yeah, he's gone off helping some of the guys just clear this place up. You can see it looks like they're going to just anything that they can find. Looks like they're mostly going to throw it in the mass grave and just bury it. As they're doing this, you see one of the vehicles. It's the school bus. One of the guys jumps into that and starts removing that. At which point you hear this unearthly kind of roar somewhere off in the distance. Everyone just kind of like lifts up their guns, kind of looks around. Carter holds up his hands and just goes, "Cord, get these two out of here. I think I may be in for a conversation I don't want to have." As you're being led away, you hear briefly you hear a flapping of wings, and behind you, all of these files are wrong. Right, I must remember. Sorry, I must remember to convert all of these before I do them again. Weird. I think the website must have changed.
Like your export file.
Yeah, because last time they were fine. Sorry, it's pretty quick. It doesn't take long.
Is this the same one that you sent me to play around with that you've been using?
Yeah. Because they were all JPEGs before. Yeah, as you're being led away, behind you, you feel the ground shake as this lands not far from where you were just standing.
Damn, Goliath.
It is pushing 7 foot. You can see it's cradling something in its arms. It looks like it might be a body. It's hard to see because you're moving away. Some of the lights got shot out earlier. But yeah, and there's just this look of mixed emotions, rage, upset on its face. And it's like, so you just see him standing there holding this up to this guy called as you're being led away.
Basically, I'm getting the sense that he's not pleased with whoever he's holding's demise. Most likely.
Basically, yeah. You follow Cord. He leads you through one of the footpaths through the cemetery. You don't see any of the pack that was with the chick, but you are aware of movement in the darkness around you, following you. And
do we have an idea of like if the sun's coming up soon, or
it's
I mean, like there's that pre-dawn, where everything's kind of
it's still dark. It's still dark at the moment. It's still dark.
Okay.
You walk into the cemetery for a few minutes, and then you arrive at this stretch limo. Cord walks up.
Any markings on the limo, like license plate?
Yeah. It's got license. No bumper stickers, but it does have. You can see the license plate.
What's the license plate say?
It's a personalized place. It says One Law.
Okay.
He walks up and opens the back. Okay, guys, jump in. Try not to get any shit over the upholstery because somebody here is going to have to clean it at some point.
Is the girl still with us, or is it just me and Sam?
As you get in the car, you see a couple of her pack mates just emerge at the edge of the trees, or one of them pops up from behind a headstone, just making sure that none of you get itchy feet.
No worries. I'll get in. You got any chips and soda in the back here?
Surprisingly not.
I'm gonna look.
But it is comfy.
I'm gonna look
Sorry,
at it.
Sam.
Hey, they want us to keep it clean. I don't see any sign on there that says dead vampire storage.
Yo, I shot Marvin in the face.
He says, actually, that's a good point. He says if you look in the compartment in the side there, you'll find a towel for your throat. It's kind of, it bled a little bit and then it's just kind of stopped, but it's still, a little bit.
He
It's
still
a little
has
bit raw, a little
skin,
bit.
basically.
I got a
Yeah.
man.
Oh, shit.
Caseworker.
All right, Stephen Hawkins. I think I right.
Juno, your caseworker.
So you get in, and he drives off, and we will now leap forward a few minutes as you pull up outside a cafe, and you see door open. There's a couple of people come out. They might look familiar. It's hard to tell. Their clothes are different. It was dark, but these two other guys get in. With them is
stink. You guys at least were somewhat cleaned up. We smell like shit still.
but yes, as I say, in the back there is a little compartment. There are some hand towels, so you can at least wipe yourself off.
Some wet naps.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
pull back
you
my
see.
fist and say, "What have you done to me?" No, I'm joking.
I want to look at one of the other guys near me that I was probably a little bit more experienced at being a vampire than me, and I want to pull the rag from me. I'm going to be like, "What am I supposed to do about that?"
I guess they'll use the Force, Luke.
But yeah, so you two get in. Obviously, you can all now be. There's two ways we can do this. I can give you just 5 minutes to talk amongst yourselves, or we can leap forward to the next scene. How would you like to play it? I leave this up to you guys.
It's up to you, man. Like, cause you got to work early. I'm off tomorrow, so so we're really on your time.
Yeah. Okay.
So
In which case, then.
Next. Go.
In which case, Andrew and Ken climb into the back of the limo with you. There's a woman on the street who looks just nondescript. She just looks like she should. Somebody you wouldn't be surprised to see out at this time of the morning. There's a bit of an exchange between Andrew and her, and then these two get in the back of the limo, and it peels off into the night. Andrew, if you're watching, you see Bellamire cross the road back into the alleyway that you came out of.
Okay.
And there are I imagine, it's probably a good time. It's the first time in a number of hours all of you have had any kind of chance to take stock of yourselves, of where you are, of what's happening. You may recognize these other faces that are in the back of this limo with you as you drive through the night. The rain starts again, and maybe there's a kind of like an odd sensation that you each feel as you look out of the windows. Everything looks so normal, and yet from where you're sitting, nothing may be normal again. You seem to go around you seem to be going on a bit of a circuit, possibly a longer route than you really need to. At one point, you do pass not too far away from one of the entrances to Woodlawn Cemetery. The limo slows as you see a couple of black and whites come tearing up the road, swinging into the driveway, into the entrance, and disappearing off somewhere into the cemetery, and then you drive on. After maybe another 10 minutes, you find yourselves in an area of the Bronx that's mostly industrial. Ken, you think you're maybe not too far from where you live? It's hard to tell. Some of these places look all the same, but you think you recognize a couple of streets as you go past. And eventually you pull up to a warehouse. There's a compound around it with a chain link fence. As it drives up, you see there's a security hut just next to it. A guy comes out, he kind of looks and opens the gates. The limo drives in, closes them. See the guy walk past towards the door of the warehouse, opens it, limo drives in, stops. It's just at the moment. It's just lit by the headlights of the limo. There's a kind of like a clunk, and then you're aware of the limo descending. When it stops, you find yourself in a small subterranean car park. Probably space down here for 5, maybe 6 cars. Less at the moment because obviously he's got a stretch limo in it. And it just pulls off to one side. And then I imagine the partition between you and the front is closed, but you just hear over the intercom, "Okay, everybody out."
Start exiting.
So
Try and start
Yep.
looking around, seeing if there's anybody there. What else is in the environment? Any stairwells? Like anything close by that
Apart from the vehicle lift, there's nothing in here. As you're stepping out, you're seeing the lift is going back up again. In one corner of the room, there's like a slope on one side, and there's a couple of steps on the other, and they both leading to a door in the corner, which Cord walks over to. He's still got his automatic rifle. He's just got it slung over his shoulder at the moment. All right, guys, come with me.
Start moving.
Puts his hand on a plate on the door. It scans his hand. Click, door's opened, and leads you into an underground room. This room's about 30 foot long by about 15 foot wide. No, that's not wide enough. It's about 30 foot long, probably by about 20, 25 foot wide. As you walk in, lights come up. Lights are quite harsh. Bill, again, you get all the hairs, and it feels uncomfortable to you. As you walk in, it's like an open area in front of you. To the left of you, there is a partitioned area, partitioned up to about halfway up, and then the rest is glass panels through which you can see what looks like a small kitchen area. You can see a counter, coffee machine, a few cupboards. You can see there's 2 fridges. Ken, don't even need to make a roll. One of those fridges is most definitely a medical fridge. Further into the room, it's quite open plan, with the exception in the middle. There's like a raised dais, and there's essentially like a mini boardroom in the middle of the room that's in on an octagonal dais that's got glass sides all the way around it, apart from one where, as you walk in there, you can see that there's TV screens and stuff mounted in that part of the wall. Seating at the boardroom table in the middle there for about 9 people, one at the top, 4 either side. Beyond that, there is arranged a very loose kind of like lounge area, and at the far wall in the far right left-hand corner is a door, and on the left-hand wall along the side there are 2 sets of double doors.
All right, who wants to go first? Mr. Ken.
I'll go. Oh,
No,
you want to go?
Yeah,
Did
Ken.
it mine?
Okay.
So spotting that refrigerator, I think I know what's inside, and I've been feeling the draw this entire time. I've been talking to Bella Maya, so and then all the other signs that make me think I'm now among the undead. So I'm going to walk over to this refrigerator if they don't stop me. The way an alcoholic would approach a mini bar, knowing that I'm this is something I don't want to do, but I can't resist. So I'm going to walk up to that and put my hand on the door of the refrigerator for just a moment, pause, and then I'm going to open the door what do I see?
Okay, so you put your hand on the door and you feel the hum of the electricity running through it, and as you say, you open the door. Yep, it's just at the top of it. There's like a rack at the top with a number of rows of blood bags. At the bottom as well, there are some jars of blood as well. They're all.
I'll call out to
Yeah.
Ken. You throw me one of those.
Claude
I
says
frenzy on the blood bag.
Claude kind of looks over to what you're doing. Do you want that? Are you going to just drink that like that, or do you want to heat it up for you?
So I'm gonna toss my head back, close my eyes. I feel all the shame. I feel all the self-loathing. And
Hey, if you spill any of that, you're cleaning it up. All right, I've got enough to do.
and then I'm gonna just grab one. I'm not gonna be picky about blood type or any of that fancy stuff. Just gonna grab one, and I'm gonna. If there's anything to sigh, I'm gonna sigh, and then I'm going to hold the bag, and then if you'll allow it, I imagine I will cry the last 2 tears I'll ever cry, the last 2 bits of moisture that I had left.
So what you get is the first couple of tears that come out are normal, and then the next 2 after that are blood.
Yeah. And then I'm going to bite through the plastic into the bag and consume.
And suck it down. Okay. There is some overspill as you're not used to it, as the blood. It's cold. Part of you feels it that it's what you've been craving these past few hours, but it's cold. So you kind of gag slightly on it and spatter some onto the floor. But underneath, it feels good. It tastes good.
I take 2 at a time, and I say, "Excuse me, are these bioecological? I'm really worried about my carbon footprint." And just 1 fang for each bag.
Are these gluten free?
I'm keto.
Claude just goes, I'm going to go and get a mop and bucket, and you can all clean up your own shit. I ain't doing it. Turns to Karis and Sam. You two, you smell like shit. Points to the room in the far corner. Down there, you'll find change of clothes. There's some showers down there. Get yourself cleaned up.
I'll grab a blood bag and head towards the shower room. So, like, drink it like a fucking Capri Sun on the way to the shower.
So each one of these will give you 3 blood points back.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go to the refrigerator. I'm gonna go typo negative metal. Then I'm gonna
Fantastic.
showers.
Cool. Again, Claude's just like, I was going to say I can heat that up for you. I can put it in a glass. Hell, I can even put a cherry on it for you if you want. But if you want to, whatever.
Like
You do. There's So down in the lounge area, there is a TV and stuff.
Well,
You can make yourselves comfortable.
after we shower.
Yeah.
All right, I'll hit the showers.
Yeah. So again, at the back there, there's it's pretty well kitted out. First thing you do notice is there's no toilet back here, but there's a walk-in wardrobe with some halfway decent clothes in here, and there's a couple of showers as well, so you don't have to take it in turns.
Which is kind of funny because I'm normally homeless, so I don't smell any different than I normally would.
No. just a little extra shit. That's all.
Yeah, just a little bit of shit on the forehead. Is there anything that like I will stay away from, like the really, really nice looking, posh looking stuff, and try and just find things that are very nondescript?
Yeah, there are some nondescript slacks, long sleeve top, or just a simple shirt or whatever. There might be that. But most of the stuff here is above average quality. There's nothing that you'd say you'd get from a discount store, and most of it has got labels to it.
So I'm just gonna grab the blackest stuff I can find. I mean,
just put some rips in it, and
maybe. All right, I gotta look metal, so I pull the sleeves off one of them. I take my pocket knife and I cut the sleeves off.
Nice.
I approve.
And then
And so we'll go to, as I said before, as I was going to do before, there are the four of you sat down in this lounge area. I mean, you can obviously check out on the TV. Not surprisingly, most of the news, it's mostly news, and most of it is still going on about 9/11. That's kind of running into the night. If you're flicking through the channels, you may see there's a report on this incredible event that had gone on the day before about this new internet craze that's kind of taken America a bit by storm, called MySpace. And as you flick it over, there is a shot of this guy called Logan Thrall doing some kind of skit.
I kicked over the TV. I kicked the TV right over.
TV's on the wall.
I say, well, I kick it through the damn wall. I turn to everybody and I say, excuse me, I slept.
Meanwhile, I'm still sucking on the blood Capri Sun, just looking at him like.
I walk over near Karis. I squeeze the bag so it squirts up on him. I'm like, food fight.
I wipe the excess off. Yo, man,
yeah, and there is a mop and bucket and waiting for you to clean up your mess.
No. We ain't got time for this.
Excuse me.
I was gonna say I grabbed a mop.
I'm not grabbing a mop. I'm Andrew tanked. This is ridiculous. This is beneath me. Even then, this blood. What is this? There's no bubbles in this blood. Like, you don't have. Are you afraid of bubbles in the blood? Come on. I take sparkling blood.
what do I need to do?
He has this skit thing where he talks about sparkling water. It's like, what are you, a pussy? You don't take. You're afraid of little bubbles in your water, whatever.
Your water.
His half Alabama accent.
Half Alabama.
Yeah, he's half Alabama.
What a combination! Oh dear. He goes, no, but we could try, I suppose. Shake it up enough that might put some bubbles in it.
Carbonate it.
Yeah, it's a.
What do we do? Get a soda stream or something? I don't know. We haven't got one of those.
Sam had a good question, Cord. How does he heal himself? How's he going to heal himself? Since we clearly have issues. Band-Aids probably aren't going to work.
Okay, he comes over and he gets quite businesslike as he comes over and has a look at the wound. He goes, was that, that looks like, was that claws, was that?
Yeah.
That's going to take a lot. He goes over to the fridge, takes a blood bag out, hands you another one. So what you need to do is you need to concentrate on the blood in your system, and you have to will it to repair the wound. Now, most wounds, as far as I understand it, is pretty easy to do. A wound like this, that's a bit more serious. So you're going to have to really kind of, dig deep and channel it through. You don't need to make a roll or anything. It might take you a few minutes of practice, but it's an aggravated wound. You can only heal one aggravated wound in any 24-hour period, normally, but it does cost you 5 blood points.
So he gives me another bag, though?
It gives you another bag so you can top up afterwards, yeah. But yes, you can heal your wound. Is everybody else okay? Nobody else has taken any damage?
What do you think? I am a sissy? I didn't get hit. Nothing can hit me.
Fantastic.
So I drink the blood. It maxes me out now, right? Because you said 3 points per bag.
3 points per bag, yeah. So you'll have to use 5 to heal your aggravated, and then you'll get 3 back. There is plenty in there. Then they're not going to run out if you take another one just to top yourself up.
Oh, okay.
Is that true for everybody? You want us to be full blood pool, or
you could? Well, it's up to you. But yes, you have the opportunity here to get back up to your full blood.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll make sure Andrew doesn't squeeze this one. Make me
make sure.
I'm gonna go and take this one over here.
Wasting this blood. I'll crouch it, hide it, like.
Ah, you did some time in the joint too, eh?
Okay, about 20 minutes after this, while you're still kind of getting to know each other and cleaning up your mess, and the door opens again. Carter comes in, takes off his coat, throws it on the side, puts his Tommy gun on the side as well. Gentlemen, thank you for waiting. And walks over into the boardroom, into the central bit, and let's have a conversation. Invites you in, closes the door. Cord remains outside. Invites you to sit down at the desk. Takes a minute. He's just kind of looking at each of you. Andrew and Ken, he seems to spend a minute longer looking at the two of you. My name is Carter van der Weyden, and like you, I am a vampire. We don't use the V word very often. It's a bit obvious. We prefer to call ourselves the kindred. If I can start, please, by taking each of your names.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Taint.
I am Kencho.
Sam.
Sam. And your last name, sir?
Goldberg.
And Karis Ruane.
That would be Ruane.
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you.
Are you tickling his beard?
Yeah.
First off, allow me to apologize for what has befallen you this evening. I wish there were another way that this could have been resolved. Unfortunately, circumstances were such that, well, we got there as soon as we can. I'm sorry, it wasn't soon enough.
Who's we? If you're vampires, they're vampires. Then why does my accent keep changing?
You didn't drink enough blood.
I'm sure only you could answer that. What happened to my television?
Oh, it was like that when we came in.
No, I'll say he slipped.
You write something next to your name, Andrew.
I'm on the list.
Normally, I have the list.
This is the Chris Jericho list.
You're correct. The individuals that kidnapped you are vampires as well, but they are very different from those like myself.
Your employer mentioned the word Sabbat. If they are the Sabbat, what group do you represent?
My employer, and who is that? Sorry.
Your employee mentioned the word Sabbat when he was getting ready to chop my head off with a butcher knife.
Oh, David. Yes, David is not so much my employee as a business associate.
So which organization do you represent?
I represent an organization called the Camarilla. We are a alliance of various vampire clans dedicated to keeping our presence as far removed from the public eye as possible for the benefit of ourselves and for the rest of the world.
I'm not a very hidey-hole kind of guy. And someone's Someone just farted? What was that?
Either that or somebody needs to get themselves a burger.
Right?
I agree with the burger part, but that wasn't me grumbling.
You guys are like La Cosa Nostra?
Not quite. Not quite. We will discuss how much you may or may not be in the public eye in a moment. As you can probably tell, vampires exist. We have walked in man's shadow for as long as man has existed, as far as I understand. We do our best to make sure that we are safe. We do our best to make sure that the mortal population are as safe as they can be. And we do our best to stop the likes of the Sabbat, who would see all of mankind enslaved. You can think of them almost like a death cult. To use your example, Mr. Goldberg, if we are the what you said, then they are the son of Sam, Waco, whatever.
And how would they
analogy you wish to
describe
use.
you?
They would describe us as the ivory tower.
What the hell is in Clark's mouth?
Sorry, I missed that.
What is he turning into a walrus? What are you, part walrus?
I don't think there are any werewolves, I'm afraid. So.
Werewolves.
Tusk. Where's Kevin Smith? He's suing somebody.
We observe a number of traditions that help to keep us safe. If you are to continue on the path that you now appear to be on, you will need to learn them, take them to heart, and abide by them. The first thing I need you to understand is the lives that you led are over. If you have any families, the likelihood is you may never see them again. Before we go any further on this, I do have a couple of questions of my own. First off, aside from yourselves, how many other people were kidnapped?
It was a blur of things.
They killed my buddy.
Yes, was that the mortal that appeared to have had his head removed by hand?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was his name?
And I relayed that name to him because I don't have it.
It was that guy. It's Bob.
His name's Cal.
Right.
Okay. I'm sorry for your loss.
Do I can I get him back for that?
Well, that is entirely possible.
He wasn't a bad guy at all. At
I
least not.
wouldn't know. As I say, you will find yourself in a difficult position, and as do I. As you were embraced by members of the Sabbat, to the majority of the people that I associate with, they would see you as the enemy. And even more so, as fledgling vampires, you are as children. You have no voice, you have no status, you are fair game to any kindred to use, abuse, and destroy as they see fit.
Right away, take an assessment of what's around me. And who are you in all of this?
I am a senior member of the Camarilla in this city.
So the way I see it, you guys are the first ones answering any questions for us. You're the ones that have helped us. I don't really see you guys as the enemy versus the more so the guys that more or less forced on us.
Thank you. I'm glad you see it that way.
I think the bot is kind of don't wait. You know, I appreciate a good fight, but it needs to be fair. And what they did to us wasn't fair.
It's about don't rarely fight fair. And if we hadn't arrived when we did, things for yourselves would have been worse. As I understand what they call their creation rites, you would have all found yourselves in that mass grave with it being filled in. And those of you who managed to dig your way out would lose what remains of that part of you that makes you human. Makes you more malleable to swallow down their propaganda. Thankfully, we got there before that. Please, if you can, remember as an accurate a number of others that there are, as we need to track them down in case we missed anybody. As to what's going to happen to you,
There were two more. There was a cop with no badge, and there was a kid. They were abandoned in the sewer, fighting each other.
in the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bellamaya could tell you where we had to leave them.
And Bellamaya, is she all right?
Of course.
Good.
So how do we stop these guys from doing this to more people?
That is a very good question, and that is one that I am working on at the moment. We were lucky that we managed to grab their vehicles. No doubt they will be able to find more, but most of the city is still very much on lockdown, and I have spoken to my contacts within the police force to keep an eye out for anybody matching their description. What I'd like to do now is have a quiet word with each of you in turn. See if we can't find out a bit more what you know, and also that you can find out a bit more what I know. In the meantime, those of you who I'm not speaking with, speak to Cord. He will provide you with a phone. You each get one phone call to one person. Do not say anything about what has happened to you. Just let them know that you are all right and that you will be incommunicado for a few days.
So I take the phone and I call my father.
Okay. Any other questions before
What's your name?
Carter? Who would like to go first?
Send Sam.
Okay. So the rest of you go outside. You see, as you go out, Carter touches a button on the boardroom table. As you go out, the glass of the windows of this boardroom frost over, so you can't see in. We will go. I will do Sam first, and then I will go to one person for their phone call, and then we'll flip flop back like that. So, Sam, tell me about your mortal life. What did you do? What was your job?
I was in the music scene.
You're a musician?
No, I was more the guy that was just always there, helped out bands,
I see.
worked security here and there. More of just a hands-on, keep the show going kind of guy. Support the musicians.
And where do you live? Or where did you live, should I say?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Or, as the song says, where I lay my head is home.
And you understand that that's no longer going to be possible for you?
Which part?
Lay wherever you lay your hat.
So where's home going to be then?
Well,
I'm really good at couch jumping.
that's fine until somebody opens the curtains in the middle of the day.
Oh, we're that far into being vampires.
I'm afraid so.
So no more. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was more of a night owl anyway, but
Good.
you know, it's still one of those things. You don't know what you're missing till it's gone.
Exactly. It's been a while for me, so I don't miss it as much as some. Do you have any family? Are you married?
No,
I mean, by the look of it, I didn't notice that any of you had any ring marks that would suggest that you are.
no, I just have my parents. May I ask how old you are?
I am approximately 84.
So is the immortality thing real?
I haven't changed a day since 1955.
50s. Sounds like it was a good time. How are the cars? I could just
I was more I was busier in the courtroom at the time to really take any notice.
I can imagine a Chevy Bel Air fresh off the line.
You know your cars. You should speak to Cord. He knows more about those things than I do. Your family, where do they also live in Brooklyn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Goldberg. I would not be remiss in saying that you must have a large family.
That is an understatement, I would imagine. Extended family. I personally use my own family. Outside of my parents, of course, because, you know, they worked hard.
Thank you.
But
And could you describe any of the individuals that kidnapped you?
well, one of them kind of looked like he came from your decades.
Really? Did you catch a name?
Do it. All right, out of character. Do it because I don't have it written down. Do I have remember his name?
Yes, you heard it mentioned several times. He said his name was Hugh.
That's right. Okay. So all right, back in. Yeah, his name was Hugh. Had kind of a greaser look.
Anyone else?
And then there was the punk guy. Or am I mixed?
Yes. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, well, more kind of new romantic look to him.
Yeah, he was a little more gothic punk. Not so much punk, but like not the spiky kind of punk, more the gothic.
Did you catch a name?
Well, yeah, he'd been around, and I relay him the name too.
Yeah, because he's the guy that you recognise from the band. He said his name was Laureate.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you ask? Would you ask Mr. Taint to come in, please? And you can go and make your phone call now.
All right. So I go back out. I see Mr. Taint, and I go up to him. And I said, "Hey, ball ass."
Hey, nut face. Hey, nut chin.
I mean, sorry. Your name's already there. You know, I just nothing I can really do with it.
Okay, so we will flip while this is going on, just so we can do this in the right order. I'm going to go very quickly to Karis for your phone call. Who are you calling?
No one. I have no family. I'm homeless and a drifter. Well, not
Fantastic.
really a drifter, but lonesome. Not lonesome. I'm lonesome. Yeah, I have. I don't have any family to call.
Okay. In which case, then we'll go instead then to Ken. I'll do your phone call. Who would you like to call?
Calling the station. I'm telling them that I was mugged on my way home. And I am going to be up with nursing my injuries, or you're unable to perform my duty, so I need to use sick time, vacation time, whatever to cover the while being out.
Nice and simple. Yeah, no, nice and simple. So they obviously they're concerned. They say, do you need to come in? Do you need to see anybody?
I'll say that I was at a different region or precinct, so I've been treated by another.
You went to another
area.
emergency room somewhere or something. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just said, just keep them posted. Let's give them an idea when you're going to be back, and they hope you're feeling better. So Andrew, you.
For my phone call, I need to call my brother. Any answer?
So the phone rings, and it rings about 10, 11 times, and then you hear the phone gets answered, and a woman's voice goes, hello, Mr. Taint's phone?
Hi, this is also Mr. Taint.
Oh,
Andrew. What's going
you
on?
must be Mr. Taint's brother. He expressed some concern about you. Yes. My name is Nurse Collins at St. Mark's.
Oh,
Your brother is all right. Just he's asleep at the moment. It appears that he took some smoke. Damn it! He inhaled some smoke while he was helping out at the Twin Towers. Oh, hang on. He's coming around now. Would you like to speak to him?
yeah, of course. Stupid questions.
There's a shuffling with the phone, and then your brother comes on. He's like,
Tristan,
hey,
what's going on?
hey, Andy, where are you, mate?
I'm out for the moment.
All right.
I might be missing for a couple days. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I did some good, helped out some people and stuff, but just smoke and dust and stuff got in my lungs. They're keeping me in for the night for observation. I don't feel too bad, but it's not great. Did you speak to Gwen?
Which one was Gwen again?
Gwen is the madam who looks after your cam house. You were heading out.
Yeah,
You were
I
supposed to be heading out there to meet her before you got kidnapped, didn't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, no.
What?
What's going
I thought
on?
you said you. I don't know. I thought you were dealing with it.
Yeah, some things came up.
Well, what do you mean came up?
Listen, I'm not going to be around for a couple days. There's an opportunity that's come up. This could be big, or I could come home with nothing.
All
But
right.
I will see you in a couple of days. Are you going to be up there at the house?
Well, yeah. I mean, if they should let me out in the morning. All right. Okay, good. Look, you deal with whatever you're dealing with. I'll
Listen
get hold
to
of
me.
Gwen and find out what's going on.
Hey, Tristan, you listen to me.
I'm listening.
Okay, but first you'll have to unlock your device.
Sorry, that was my phone just talking to me. Carry on.
So listen to me. I need you to go ahead and get whatever nurses you're going to get and have them rotate in and out of the guest room. And then get extra security, especially at night. You keep those doors and the windows locked. Okay?
All right.
This
Are we?
isn't some simple thing. This is something big. We're talking some mafioso +1 potentiality here. So you keep on lockdown, okay?
Gotcha.
I'll be in
And
contact with you. I'll be in contact with you as soon as I can.
All right, bro.
Love you, little bro.
Yeah, you too, man. You look after yourself, all right?
You too.
And you get swept into, or once you finish, you can
Yep.
step into the office.
Hey, Carter.
Andrew, I believe I have seen you before. I thought I had. I attended a business meeting once at a hotel where I think you were giving one of your speeches. I had a few minutes to catch part of it. Limited, a little bit blinkered, but an interesting outlook on life, I'd say.
It makes me money. That's what it does. I give people what they want. And I charge a
Clear.
price.
Tell me about what happened with you.
I just go over the rundown. Some crazy sucker on a bus and a guy who wanted to eviscerate my most important parts.
You'll ask you the same again. Did you get any names of anybody? Can you describe them?
I can't remember names. I don't even know if names were used.
The poop priest did give his name.
Yeah, but I want to remember that I
No,
was
the only one that you probably
rammed
did
by a
not.
school bus in my Ferrari.
That's true. Probably the
I'm
only
glad
one
I
that you
wasn't
may.
driving my Bugatti.
It doesn't seem entirely bothered. But then the one name that you probably would remember is your sire. Said her name was Sandra.
Ah, yeah, Sandra. I should probably write that down also. Sandra. Yeah, she's the one who bit me.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me anything about her? Anything special?
She was a cutie.
In
She's also
terms
a
of,
bitch.
there are not all vampires are the same. Vampires, in fact, are very different, but we do tend to fall into different categories, clans, if you like.
Okay.
Obviously, not knowing that much about your sires, it's going to be difficult to figure out what clans you belong to. Is there anything you can tell me about this Sandra? Any abilities that she may have displayed? Any distinguishing marks?
She was blonde. Let me see. She wore a dress. I think it was red.
It's okay. I can put the picture back up.
Found it.
Anytime.
She had very reddish lips. Small but very cute tatas. I don't know.
And the one thing that, again, which I couldn't do on the picture, was above her left eye, leading up into her hairline, is like a band of what looked like snake scales.
Oh, yeah. I don't recall that. But okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that.
he does take it as he's writing. As you say that, as he's writing, he does stop and.
Does that mean something? I got a couple scales right behind my nuts. You want to see?
No, I believe you are what is generally referred to as the followers of Set, or a Setite. I understand there are several Setites who have left the embrace of their clan and run with the Sabbat. I believe they call themselves the Serpents of Light. Interesting.
Yeah, light. Does the light always hurt for us vampires? Kindred. That's what Belamia said. Belamaya.
Yes. Not for most, but I understand Setites are somewhat adverse to light. I'm sorry, is this light too much for you?
Every light is too much for me. Do you have a pair of shades?
He
I
touches a
left
button,
mine.
and the lights in here dip a few levels inside the boardroom, and it feels a bit more comfortable.
I left my shades in my Ferrari. Do you have extra pair for me?
he gestures towards the room at the end of in the bottom corner of where the shower room and the wardrobe is. There might be something down there. You can have a look afterwards. What are your What are you planning on doing once?
I need to speak with my brother. I know you said something about families over, but not the case.
Okay. And as somebody in something of the public eye, how do you foresee that working?
Well, I guess I'll be making more night appearances than anything else. But at the end of the day, business is business. Life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Some hot chick bites you. Well, I don't know. What do you do when you get bit? At the end of the day, everything is a business opportunity.
Interesting. I understand from a number of my contacts in the police that there was an accident up on 995.
Yeah, that would be me.
The accident itself may be an excuse for you to take a step back from public life. I can arrange it, but we can use that as a convenient death for you. You don't have to make a decision now, but obviously there will be somewhat of a time factor on this. Have a think about it and let me know.
Why are you doing all of this? If we've got no rights, if we're just fledgling fanger bangers and anybody could do whatever they want with us, why are you seemingly being so kind to us?
Well, call me old-fashioned, but in my experience, everyone deserves a second chance. I don't like seeing anything go to waste. And nothing secures loyalty like the saving of a life.
I stand up, my own personal Jesus. I stand up and I walk towards where those shades must be.
Fantastic. You can ask Mr. Ruin to come in. I will now
Ruin,
very quickly,
get your ass in there.
before we do yours, Karis, I will do Sam's phone call.
Sorry about that. I had to disappear.
That's okay. No worries, no worries. Everything okay, yeah?
Yeah, she had to get up to use the bathroom, so I just wanted to give her privacy.
Of course. Okay, yeah, but yes, who do you choose to call? It is very late. There's no clocks in here, but it must be sometime after 2 o'clock in the morning by now, probably later.
Yeah, but I know my father. He's going to leave that phone on in case for whatever, for the business, you know?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I call him.
There's a few rings and then kind of muffled, kind of, hello, who is it?
Hey, it's Sam.
Sam. Sam,
Yeah.
what time is it?
Oh, it's fairly early in the morning.
Is everything okay? Are you all right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just letting you know. I think I might have a really good gig, really well paying. I just want to let you know everything's good, but you know I didn't want you worrying because I might be gone for a little while, kind of like a tour deal.
Okay. That sounds great. I'm really pleased. Couldn't it have waited till the morning?
Well, I just I think we're gonna hit the sack here, get a little rest, and then we're gonna head out on the road.
All right.
And I don't know what.
Okay. Well, I'll. It's Sam. Just go back to sleep. You can hear your mum in the background. All right. Okay. Well, give us a call and try and do it at a more humane hour. All right.
All right, we'll do.
All right. You take care, son.
All right, you too.
Kate. Karis.
Yo.
So, first thing he asks Sam again, who are you? What did you do in your mortal life?
Well, the You had mentioned that this is your domain when I asked you if you were the sheriff in town. What does that mean within the Camarilla?
It means I'm responsible for what happens in the Bronx.
Does it have a name, though?
Does what have a name?
Your position. Like, are you a VP? Are you
No.
chairman of the board, directors?
If New York at this moment in time was run as most Camarilla cities, you would probably say that I was a member of the Primogen, which is the ruling council.
Okay.
Unfortunately, New York is not in that position. At the moment, we have no prince, and the last prince that we did have did not appoint any Primogen. As I understand it at the moment, in the light of the events in Manhattan yesterday morning, those who have domain over each borough is to act as interim prince for their borough.
So each borough has basically its own ruler with...
Temporarily, while we are trying to put things back the way
Understood.
they should be.
How did you become Primogen? Like, how does the hierarchy work within the structure?
I think those kind of questions I would rather answer when the rest of your friends are present. I don't like having to repeat myself.
Understood. As far as my background goes, I was mostly been base of operations underneath Penn Station, the subway station. So most of my time is underground anyway. You may have heard of the Seekers of Truth user forum on the internet. I'm also known as Karis the Seeker. So I go around debunking, ironically, supernatural sightings and paranormal places.
Of course, you will continue to debunk the existence of vampires on your site, I trust.
My goal is to gain as much information as possible because that's the only thing I really see as being valuable. Alliances are
is that for your own knowledge, or?
Well, being a vampire now, I'm assuming having and I'll basically I'll make my eyes glow so you can see that I'm already understanding how to use some of my stuff. Being in this state, I'm assuming even if only a fraction of the folklore is true, my thirst to basically unravel what's actually accurate or not is peaked.
Fascinating. That ability that you've just displayed, do you have any? Have you discovered any others that you might have?
How dimly lit can you make the room?
He touches a button and the lights dim right the way down.
So I obfuscate for a second.
So you disappear behind you. So you interpose the chair between you and him.
Yeah. And then come back. And then I'll also spend the blood point to make my claws come out. And then close them again.
Curious. I would say
and
from
then
your eyes, I would say from your eyes and from your claws, you may well be of Clan Gangrel. But I'm assuming you were trying to disappear when I dimmed the lights.
Yeah. And
That's
then I'll
not
really
common to Gangrel.
And then I'll also spend a blood point to zip behind him real quick and tap him on the shoulder with the celerity, and then go back and sit back in my seat. So you can see.
Okay. Again, all through this, his face is very calm, very open,
He's just
very unfazed. Just adding up the notes. Curious. You display a lot of the qualities of a Gangrel, but some other ones that I've not seen. I might have to look into that. Very well. You seem a lot more insightful than some of your colleagues. You've picked this up very quickly.
Well, as I've said, the only really valuable asset I put in is knowledge and information. I will say this though, what we witnessed as part of the ceremony, there was a high priest figure who made some kind of marking in excrement on our foreheads. He did a mumbo jumbo incantation before we were all bitten by, I'm assuming, by our makers or our sires. The one that bit me was named Rashad.
Right.
And also before the end of that evening, I had encountered some weird amalgam monstrosity that was it looked like it was at one point an animal, but its flesh had been manipulated to grow extra appendages and the tail that had a metal spike coming out of it. So
At that, he sits back and you kind of. He doesn't look shocked, but he does. He does look a little bit more serious when you say that.
And thankfully, I was able to dispatch it before moving on to
Good.
the other opponent, that your friend with the butcher knife, the chef, David the chef, decapitated. But there were other things too, like we had noticed your gargoyle friend, and also I'm trying to think what else I could tell him that wasn't mind wiped from me. And for some reason, I found myself at a warehouse when the night began, at a warehouse / compound that was sealed off by a bunch of storage containers in the Bronx or Brooklyn, which is where I was actually attacked. But it was across the street from a oh shit, I forgot to write down what the symbol was that I saw on the wall, the graffiti.
Are you talking about the compound at Henry Hudson Parkway and 254th Street?
Maybe. I don't even remember. I don't remember what drew me to go there in the first place. That part of my memory is gone. I have no recollection of why I was there or what the reason was. I just remember walking around it and suddenly getting followed and then attacked by the same guy that would eventually become my sire or my maker.
Thank you. That's valuable information. We will discuss this more. You can ask Mr. Cho to come in.
Okay. Is it okay if I grab another blood pack out of the fridge?
Of course.
All right. I'll exit and then I'll tap Ken on the shoulder and be like, your turn.
Mr. Cho, tell me about your life. Who were you? Where did you live? Where did you work?
I am a paramedic by trade. I hopefully will not have to give that up. I have many medical bills to pay. I'm something I could do at night, and it's not something I find. It's something I do find satisfaction in. I live.
It may be difficult for you to continue in that profession, but it's not impossible.
Yes, I can request transfer to the night shift. I live not too far from here. I believe we passed it on the drive over.
And the people who grabbed you, what can you tell me about them?
There was a large woman they called Panda, but later she was referred to as Gem. And there was a man I only can say was called Laureate.
Yes, yes, one of your colleagues, Mr. Goldberg mentioned somebody called Laureate.
The third person, which I feel the most ire towards, is a blonde woman with some scales on her forehead
Called,
area.
was her name Sondra?
Yes. Ugh.
Mr. Taint mentioned her. Fantastic. And have you manifested any abilities or gifts that becoming a vampire may have given you? I'm simply trying to put place of what clan you are. You said this woman Gem. Did they call her Panda, or did they refer to her as a panda?
That is interesting. I cannot say. I at the time was fighting the Laureate and that person because I thought the one called Sandra was actually their victim, but it was all a plot to deceive me.
Thank you. I'll need to look into that. I do have one other thing I need to discuss with you, Mr. Cho. It's quite important. When I saw you in the graveyard, I pointed you in a direction to leave with some expediency. Something occurred not far from the direction that I sent you in. An associate of mine lost a child. That's what we call a vampire that you sire. Is it either a child or a childer? Did you destroy anyone or kill anyone on your way out?
No, I did witness someone being held down and attacked, but I am not a fighter. I knew that I only risked what life I was hanging on to by getting involved.
So you did nothing to interfere?
I am sorry.
This is a problem. I will need to have a think about that. We will have to decide how to resolve this matter. The individual in question who had sired the victim in that circumstance is not somebody you really want to cross if you can avoid it.
Do you suggest I go into hiding, or would it be wise
No,
for me to seek out this individual and let them know I am prepared to make atonement?
that is an admirable suggestion. As you will learn amongst our society, much of it works on favors, boons, as we call them. I think if you tell Verbruck what you observed and offer him a boon, we may be able to stop him deciding that your inaction is tantamount to guilt. Very well. Would you ask your three friends to join us, please?
Of course. One moment. Andrew, Mr. Karras,
Yeah, let's go, guys.
and Sam.
So you all come back in and sit down. He unfrosts the glass. Thank you, gentlemen. I know this has been a very long and trying night for all of you. Were I not here, where things had not resolved the way that they have, what would have been your plans?
Probably stay in the sewers.
Yeah, I would have eventually made my way back to Penn Station and hidden in the construction tunnels underneath the subway, so I wouldn't have had a problem with the sunlight. And then I probably would have, feed on wherever I needed to feed if the urge, like we've been feeling most of the night, came upon us. I had to figure out where to feed, who to feed from, how to hide them, how to stay out of sight, and then try to live as normal a life as you possibly could.
I see. And
I believe I had the most favorable situation. With my job, I had access to blood like you have there in that medical storage. I could have skimmed off the top of the bags we carried in our ambulance.
novel. And Mr. Goldberg?
I don't know. I've been pretty good at improvising life. I'm just taking it as it goes. And I usually end up on top. So
I have
probably just would have went from one day to the next, or I suppose one night to the next.
another proposition for you. I find myself in need of some reliable support. In return for supplying that reliable support, I will offer you my protection. I will do the job that your sires should have done. I shall teach you what you need to know to become members of our society. It will not be easy for all of you in terms of what clan you belong to. I should even, with a little help, be able to find out something more about the strength of your blood. I will teach you the traditions. I will act as your mentor. We need to find a way of ingratiating you to the Camarilla court. As I say, being Sabat born, you will automatically be viewed as the enemy.
Well, I have a question for you, Carter. So does anyone else know that you intervened on our behalf to rescue us?
Well, aside from the other kindred that were there this evening.
But do they all work for you?
Not exactly.
Well, my question is, or my suggestion is, sure, you picked us up, and we do have this taint of being marked by the Sabbat or made by the Sabbat, so why not have us join the Sabbat on the behalf of the Camarilla and try to destroy it from within, or at least weaken it?
That is a very interesting proposal. Unfortunately, I do not think any of you are equipped for what that would require. Possibly at some point down the line. My first concern, though, is the Sabbat that I have running around my domain. My suggestion would be while I am helping you become acclimatized to your new condition, we track down the Sabbat and put them into a long overdue grave. The gentleman that you, Karis, and Sam met, David, is what we call the Scourge. Essentially, he is New York's executioner. it would be in everyone's best interests to have him on side. So, doing some legwork, tracking these guys down, may be a good way of doing that in the first instance.
So, forget the A team. We're the V team.
For bad.
I get that reference. I get that reference.
Ah, you're old. Of course you do.
Until I can find more appropriate accommodation for you, there are rooms, and he points to where the two double doors are along the side wall. There are rooms that you can make use of, certainly for this evening. And tomorrow night, when you awake, we will start to make vampires out of you. If there is no objection.
I'm good for now.
Excellent. Then let's shake on it.